Okay, the next thing is the drawers. The drawers, I also showed you in the previous videos how to make them, are also very easy made, not even joinery, didn't bother to put joints in there. And I made it removable because this was a very stubborn plywood which didn't accept any glue, so I made this I don't know what it's called, the supports for the drawer. I made it separately on a piece of plywood, and I wanted to glue it actually, but I saw it is not necessary. Now I wrote on the drawers, which is the middle one, as they are not exactly all the same size. This is the middle one. It says mid on the bottom. And let me see. This one is the bottom. The one on the bottom. This one. It all goes very well. This one is maybe. This says middle one. This one is the bottom one. I think this one is the bottom. Okay. The next step was to find a piece of scrap aluminum which would fit exactly here. And I was so lucky to find a piece of scrap aluminum. But I suggest that when you design your own camping chuck box for cooking purposes, I suggest that you first find a piece which looks like this. Aluminum in this case. Can be stainless thin steel, but the weight is very important. Try to keep the weight as little as possible, because you have to carry it with you. And when you design, first find a piece, then design your chuck box. This one happens to fit perfectly. I had to bend it a little bit in order to make it fit exactly, but it fits, and I can't really complain. Then, of course, these drawers, I forgot to tell you, they are for how you say it, seasoning your food, all kinds of herbs you can take with you. You can take some tea, some coffee, sugar, salt, pepper, bouillon, I think it's brew maybe in English, cups of, well, they help for the seasoning. Some rice you can take in the drawers, and like that you can cook a very easy meal. And the rest of the things, some cans you can put here with the cooking kit, and some denatured, some alcohol for cooking purpose. Then my alcohol burner, after a lot of experimenting with tin can, call them soda can things like these ones I saw on internet, and I did my best to try to make them. And I found out that they don't work as well as I hoped for. It might be me. And I just took a very easy I just found a very easy way to make them. This is just a simple one single walled tomato paste can, and I drilled holes in them, quite big, as you can see. If you look at my finger, I can even tell you how much measurements is. Measurement is in this case 6 millimeters. Every hole is 6 millimeters, and I think, let me see, 2, 4, 8, 16 holes it has on the side, and very much on the top, just right under the top rim. The top rim, this is the rim, just right under the top rim, 16 holes of 6 millimeters metric system. And then I use this thing, which I found also second hand for only 25 cents. And it helps to insulate the heat a little bit, to help to keep the heat around the alcohol burner. I also experimented with two alcohol lamps, just lamps which were used for lamp oil, but I used alcohol in it. But they're only good for simmering. They are no good for quickly cooking some water. Now the grate, in order to cook, we need a grate, and I made it out of a wood, a tropical wood, which I also found, which cannot burn. You need a lot of heat, a lot of fire in order to catch fire. And I found it, in my case, ideal to make the cooking grate. There's no flame that will touch it, but just in case I wanted it from a wood which wouldn't catch fire, it would be even more ideal if you would have some aluminum in this shape, or some neutral material which doesn't catch fire. But I don't have such material, not for the moment. And I used stainless steel rods of 5 millimeters, including nuts on both sides, as you can see. Well, I didn't bother to do them all, I only did the ones at the end. The stainless steel rods, which are a pain in the ass to cut, as it's very hard with a hacksaw, metal saw by hand. You have to clamp them between two woods in a bench vise, because otherwise you risk damaging the stainless steel rod. And then turn them little bit, saw a little bit, turn them again a little bit, saw a little bit, and like that you don't have to file afterwards, because otherwise the nut won't fit. Okay, and then the lacks are very simple. They are just this kind, a double nut on the bottom, and this is the stopping nut for adjustment. And I just put them like this. And that's why I found out that is the ideal height for cooking, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I didn't change the height. And I just put it into the aluminum. The aluminum is just for safety, just in case. And we fill up our alcohol burner. I will show that in the next video. Thanks for watching.